Yo, this club, I am on Yugamasol. I'm going to be showing you some replays today with my Blue Eyes deck, and I'm sick again, by the way. So, even though I was sick like, what, a month and something ago, and I'm sick again. So, this is pretty much, I'm dueling against the deck that everyone has been saying that is stronger than Malice. So stronger than Malice. Apparently, I'm gonna have a bad time against it. It's the new meta. No one's using Malice anymore because of it. Better than Malice. Blue Eyes can't do shit to it, or some stuff like. I think the deck is called Ryzeal or Frazzle Dazzle Jizz. I don't know, or something. So I'm pretty much just doing my standard Blue Eyes combo here. Mausoleum and all that. What did my opponent use? Molcharmy. Okay. So I summoned Blue Eyes White Dragon. I didn't mind Molcharmy. It's like, what, if I summon from the extra deck? In my deck or something? That's fine. That's completely fine. So here I Synchro Summon Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. And then I use Sage on Maiden. And then I activate Maiden's effect. So I didn't mind my opponent getting some cards, I guess. I was just like, whatever. Oh, wait, did I negate it? Oh, I negated it. Never mind. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. Oh yeah, okay, so the plan was to Ash Blossom that, and then if my opponent used Maxi, I just used Crossout Designator. Okay. So my the deck I'm supposed to be afraid of, that's taking over Master Duel and all that, had a hand trap, I negated it. And I can pretty much do my thing here. Then I got Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Yeah, that protected my Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. So my opponent activated this to, reveal that Xyz, because that's what they're all using now in this Ryzeal deck. I don't know what they do. I'm gonna be honest now. Like, I'll just tell you after. So I summoned Dragon Master Magia, and so I negated that. Then my opponent activated this, and I was like, you know what? You can draw 2 cards. That's fine. I'd rather negate another spell card. Then my opponent activated all these effects, so I negated the one that was in the graveyard with Stifler, and then I used Effect Veiler on the card I'm supposed to look out for, Ryzeal. Yep. I destroyed it and negated it. My opponent played the spell card, and that's why I decided to use my spell negate with Magia, which a lot of people don't use with their Blue Eyes decks apparently, because if you're only running 3 synchros, that ain't gonna cut it. So I used Magia on this, destroyed it, negated it. My opponent had a face down and just left. That's the deck. Yeah, that's the deck. Whereas if it was Malice, they would just keep banishing cards from their deck and keep going and going, But yeah, that's the deck I'm gonna lose to against. Thanks for the warning, guys. Okay. And if you think that's the only Ryzeal duel in this video, no. There's another one. And it's pretty much the same thing happens, where it's like, alright, I do this, stop this, alright, bye. And I even defeated it with Millennium. So, which will be in the next video. So, yeah, Ryzeal, okay. So my opponent's using Psyburst like this. I haven't seen Psyburst like this in a very long time. Oh, it's Malice. It's fucking Malice. Malice. I've got nice hand traps though. So unfortunately I can't, stop that, because, that pretty much, that fucking link decoder protects that from getting hit by Ash Blossom. So I used the Droll and Lockbird, and then my opponent left. Yeah, take that, you Malice player. Luckily they left. I couldn't really do too much. Unless I got like Maiden of White or something, sure. But yeah, there's a lot of meta decks in this video. Ryzeal, apparently, Fiendsmith, and Malice. I'm pretty sure this is Fiendsmith, according to the person's featured cards on the deck. So I used Wishes, discarded Blue Eyes White Dragon, got Ultimate Fusion and Sage. And that's when I'm sort of realizing I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm chilling. This is good. So I used Maiden of White to get True Light. I wasn't trying to do a rhyme. Oh my god. So I used Mausoleum. You know, this is what I usually do. But yeah, that's the deck. Oh yeah, what I wanted to say before was I don't know what Ryzeal does. I still don't know. I've dueled the deck like maybe 4 or 5 times and I just don't know what it's supposed to do. And it's a bit because the players are bad as well. I just stop it. Like I just go, okay, negate. Is that it? And yeah, okay. Yeah, it's the deck I'm supposed to look out for. Sometimes I'll just have one synchro with Dragon Master Magia, that's fine. So here my opponent, I was using Blue Eyes. So I used Ultimate Fusion here, and I negated that with Dominus. So I summoned Dragon Master Magia. So this is what, Primite and Fiendsmith? Because I'm pretty sure I saw Fiendsmith. No, it's Blue Eyes. Okay, so I used Called by the Grave on Maiden of White. Now they can't get True Light. Oh, I wasn't trying to rhyme again. So my opponent used Sage, and I'm like, I'm negating that and destroying that, because now you can't link summon as well. And yeah. Okay, it wasn't against Fiendsmith. Never mind, I'm a fucking idiot. It was a Primite. It was Primite Dragon. I couldn't tell. I was looking from a distance. It kind of looked like Fiendsmith. I don't know, but yeah, it was Blue Eyes. Okay. So this is a pretty terrible hand. I'm not gonna lie, but I was able to make it work thanks to all of these hand traps I have. Because I can summon Blue Eyes White Dragon and pretty much Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I didn't have to use my Ash Blossom here, which was nice. And then I set those 2 cards down, use the White Son of Ancients to summon Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. And yeah. Then my opponent summoned Ryzeal. Used Infinite Permanence on this monster. Then my opponent used that spell card. I stopped it with Ash Blossom. I could have used Dominus Purge, but I wanted to save it. So my opponent wanted to draw 2 cards, so I used Dominus Purge, and then my opponent left. That's the deck I'm supposed to be worried about, apparently. Like, I had Blue Eyes White Dragon and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon on the field and still won, so yeah, okay. I'm going to the last replay, and then the next one will be Millennium. I wanted to use Millennium because I feel like Millennium is in a bad place right now, because Malice loves to be banished. They go, "Ooh, spank me, banish me daddy," or banish me daddy, or some shit like that, you know. They love it, but I still wanted to see the challenge. So my opponent used Lancia, and I was like, nope, I am not letting you stop me from summoning Dragon Master Magia. Go fuck yourself. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And apparently people don't use Lancia anymore. Okay. Sure. And then apparently a lot of Blue Eyes players don't run Dragon Master Magia. They just like to have the whole synchros in the field, which, okay, sure. The synchros are cool, but after your 3 negates, well, you know your opponent can do more, right? Whereas with Magia, you have 3 other negates on top of those 3 negates, so 6 negates. Most of the time 5 negates, 5 to 6, depends. And yeah, my opponent used Called by the Grave on Maiden. I was like, that's fine. I already have True Light. Then my opponent used another Called by the Grave on Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's like, alright, I'll use True Light. And then my opponent got rid of Ash Blossom. I guess they just went a little crazy and couldn't do anything. Yeah. Alright, that's going to be the end. But yeah, Ryzeal. Ooh, that's, yeah. A lot of comments saying, oh, it's going to beat you. Blue Eyes, this, that. Okay. Just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Using a good deck. In gone to Master Rank a lot of times. So I'm just chilling, making videos, relax. Win, lose, doesn't matter, who cares. But yeah, that's the deck I'm supposed to be scared of. Thanks for watching. Decks in the Blue Eyes has been that video. Bye.